Welcome to 90 Day Fiance.
Three-way.
Replay.
Replay.
All right, so we're doing
Oh,
the
okay, sorry.
last two tell-alls, right? Two and
Yes.
three. They didn't
Is
stretch it
there
out
a
to
part
four.
four? I
No.
know, Nope, is it's there? over. Okay. Okay, all I think right. before the 90 days is next season.
Oh,
All right.
okay. So who do you want to start with?
Okay, so what's your general feeling about these past two, part two and part three? Did you guys like it? Anybody in
Uh,
particular stand out for you?
Not really for me. I didn't think it
yeah.
was really action packed.
Yeah. I feel like the whole season as a whole wasn't super action-packed. I mean, we had one fiery couple with Jazz, so what's Jamie and Chris, but there
Yeah,
was
should we start
no.
with them?
Yeah, okay, we can. But I was gonna say there was no what's that name? Gina, not Gina, Gino and
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Yeah.
Right,
Well,
exactly.
they'll be
Definitely
back
no
next
Gina
season, so
Jasmine.
we'll see
Oh,
them
are
again.
they?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
yes, they did do that preview of her screaming like a crazy
Yeah.
person.
So I'm ready for more Jasmine action.
That's her thing. She loves to scream like she's like her head is gonna explode.
I
Yes.
know. She's
Um,
a loca.
she is truly, wow. I mean, that stereotype about the fiery Latina,
Yeah, this is
she's doing it.
that's
She's
her for sure.
definitely fulfilling that stereotype. What did you guys think about Gabe?
He was fine later on, like he calmed down as the episodes went on. But yeah, he was fine. He didn't really. I mean, he didn't himself didn't have that much to talk about,
Mm-hmm.
except when it's like it was about him and his sister.
Mm.
But I feel like there wasn't really that much that went on with them, except that it's the same old relationship that they've always had, or they fight and they make up, fight and they make up, fight and make up, and that's it. I feel like
Oh,
she definitely made a mistake not going to that wedding though.
she
Hmm.
did. She did. And her reasoning, it wasn't even that good. Right? So let's start off with them. So what was it? Like she said it was all because he told her that she ruined all of his relationships.
Yeah, and she didn't like that. And then the next day when she's getting ready, she was like getting her hair done, and she was crying, and she's like, "I'm not going to a wedding like this." And then she just like didn't go. It was like
Oh,
it's not
mm,
about you. You're supposed to be there to support.
right. And then we find out that she had a dress made for her,
I know.
but none of that was communicated to her.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Gabe, I do think that honestly, Gabe is a bad communicator. Whatever those the commentators came out and said, I was like, okay, I'm in agreement with it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think his personality is like, he's kind of like fly by the seat of your pants kind of guy. He's kind of just
Mm-hmm.
like go, go, go. So that's the reverse side of that thing that Anna like Isabel likes is that
Mm-hmm.
he's not very detailed.
Right. Yes. Yes. I actually liked him during the tell-alls. I thought he said a lot of the correct things.
Mhm. Okay.
They
You ready
tried
for a
to.
hot take? I don't really like Gabe.
What don't you like about Gabe?
I don't know. It's just like when people were trying to kind of ask him to clarify his points or whatever, I just found that he was more attacking than anything.
Well, I do think with Mahmoud, he was attacking. He wasn't really um trying to be fair because I think it was triggered because of the religious component. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. It just rubbed me the wrong way for someone in his position to like not exercise tolerance.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Should we move to Mahmoud and Nicole? I mean, there wasn't, I mean, it was just like a continuation of the argument, except, they brought in his brother, Mahmoud's brother. Um, and then apparently, like Gabe was trying to say that Mahmoud acts differently when his brother's not around. And then the brother was like, "How do you know him? I just think it's very." Oh, what do you think about the whole laughing stuff? They're like, "Oh, we laugh because it's our culture. It's in our culture. Egyptians laugh." When they were talking about Nicole finding out Mahmoud was talking to someone else, I thought that was
Oh,
all interesting.
yeah, but Nicole didn't seem to be too surprised by it, so maybe it's true. She didn't say
Mm-hmm.
anything about it.
Yeah. Nicole was really level headed during these tell alls.
It's true. Yes, she was. Yeah.
Maybe that's just the way she is. We thought that she was just so delicate.
Hmm. She's really
Even
giving it a try.
she is. She was even crying about wanting everybody to get along and telling Mahmoud to calm down. And wow, she is a delicate flower though, because she cried during that whole thing. And Mahmoud, he seems, I don't know about Mahmoud. He has like a very volatile
I
personality.
agree. I think he's like very
Yeah.
mature and
He is
naive.
immature. Yes. Yes, totally immature for him to fly off his seat, fly off the handle so quickly
Mm.
over Gabe's questioning. I was like, what? I'm surprised he hasn't gotten beat up. He seems like one of those people who talk so much and that one day he's like gonna get really beat up.
Uh-huh.
Well, wait until he's in America.
Exactly. There you go. I don't think you should be running around talking like that, being very volatile, so angry about many little things because you're about to get beat up in here. Do you think he's going to make it to America?
Yeah.
I think
You don't
you
think
are.
so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
And
think
then do you
they.
think him and Nicole are going to make it?
No.
No, yeah. They're too opposite in very specific ways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can't see that happening for her.
Mm. I would have wanted for her.
Hmm.
Um, was that it with them? Oh, and at the end, Gabe said that Nicole should divorce him.
It's true. I agree with Gabe on that.
Yeah. Yeah, he is too immature. I don't think
And
he's
they're
in it.
clearly incompatible.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. Should we move on to Jaime, Jamie, and
Yeah, like
He's
all secrets revealed there for Jamie and um what's her name?
I was like, well, that's that's why I didn't say
Chris.
it. Talk about a
um
narcissist. Talk about a liar.
yeah, it's like getting caught in the lie and having a convenient reason for every lie that you make. You know what I mean? She's like,
Yes.
she has the most perfect excuse for why she couldn't go back to Colombia. The perfect excuse for why she had to work a lot and can't talk to Jamie. The
Mhm.
perfect excuse for her illness. The perfect excuse for this, for that. It's just like you have an excuse for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. But I don't know. At the end of it, when the two commentators came out and they were like, "We don't know. We just think that these two shouldn't be together." Like, there's so many details that it's hard to keep track of. But it's like it was very convenient of Chris. But when the mom came out, and she said she was sending money to Jamie. That seemed believable. You know what I mean? But then Jamie also said she had like the PayPal
Yeah, she came
receipts.
with receipts ready.
Yeah.
Shoo,
So
I
I don't
bet you
know.
that one.
She knew she was gonna that was gonna get brought up.
Mm-hmm. But I bet you that went straight back into Chris's account. Chris is like, "Can you send this, please, mom? Mom, I need you to send $300 for Jamie. She said that she's about to get evicted and blah blah." And the mom's like, "Okay," and she's just nice and helping out, so she sent it, and it actually goes into Chris's account.
Ah, yeah, that's true. That could happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then what'd you do with it?
And she spent it on her, miss
Her motorcycle?
More
whatever.
knives. She bought
Yeah, more
knives for
knives.
her to
Yes.
practice with.
Those knives are expensive, guys.
Yeah.
I honestly, that's my theory on it.
Mm.
That's my true theory.
You don't think that, when she was in Colombia, was it Colombia?
Yes.
That the bank flagged her bank account and shut it down so she can't get any receipts from it.
Because she's so rich, why would it get
Because they
flagged?
thought that she was being so I know, like she has so many excuses. Like, why does she have so many excuses?
I mean, I could see that, but one excuse after the other, it's too much.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So was Jamie's behavior justified? I guess what they call cheating. Cheating now is just like if you are in a talking relationship with someone and you ghost them, and so you talk to someone else, that's cheating.
Yeah, that is not cheating. No.
There's apparently cheater number 2 for Jamie.
Yeah, it's not cheating if she gets ghosted and they never met, like she doesn't know if she's never gonna talk to her again. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Especially like it's online. Yeah, if it's been a whole month that they haven't
Well,
responded to
apparently
you.
it's just been 5
I
days.
know. I do not believe a word that Chris says.
Yeah,
She lies
Chris
about
is.
everything.
Did you see the reports from some of the cast members online saying that
No,
the producers actually told them to really go easy on Chris because they don't think she can handle it mentally?
I believe that. I believe that 100%.
Maybe
Mm-hmm.
that's why they didn't go after her.
You know what? This is the one thing that I didn't like about Gabe. Didn't Gabe take Chris's side? I forgot.
Yes.
Like,
No, he hates Chris.
No, I
oh,
thought
he
he did
does?
like Chris.
Yeah.
No, he said that he like didn't believe anything that
Oh,
she came out
anything
of her
about
mouth.
her. That's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right. Yeah, see, that's another one. Gabe got the take right. And that's another one. Mm-hmm. That was one of them that I didn't agree with him. I don't remember which one. I'm sure it'll come to me.
Not Mahmoud.
Not
Debbie and
Mahmoud.
Osama.
There you go. No, is it Debbie and Osama? Oh,
Yeah, he
he thought
thinks
Osama was
Osama is a
good.
genuine person.
Yeah, that
I
was
mean,
wrong.
maybe he is genuine in wanting to come to America, you know?
Want to work real hard on that poetry.
Yeah, he's genuine and loving his art and that he wants to sell it in America.
And he's worth like it's worth it to him to lie to some old lady to get to America and then admit the lie and still go through with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, yes, I would say like that was the most explosive one, basically, Chris and Jamie.
Mm.
Oh,
That
what?
was a
Oh
lot of
my gosh!
things.
No. The other one too was about the when Jamie said that Chris's ex-husband was sending her naked photos of Chris and of them like having sex or something, and then freaking Chris came up with that crazy story. Did you hear that one? The one where
Yeah.
she's like, I wasn't with him. He just like had my phone and I had to run to him. I was like, what are you doing with my phone? He took it and he stole it from somewhere and I had to grab it from him and like give me back my phone and I got it back from him, but I don't know. He stole it. He took that phone. Do you guys remember that was another crazy story that she came up with.
I don't remember.
No.
She's
I
a
was
You
like,
think
crazy
what the
woman.
maybe
hell?
don't they like vet these people? Do you think maybe she just got through the cracks?
Oh,
They were
dude,
just desperate.
more psychotic, the better for the show.
Exactly. They saw that and they were like, yes.
Well, I mean, usually you know, I feel like there's some limit to if the person's going to be crazy and violent. But I mean, Chris, the chances of her being like off the handle, where I feel like were really high, especially since like she loves knives. That was a risk. TLC took a
Yeah.
risk there.
You
Yeah,
know
so
what?
that
That's
maybe that's why they don't want her
true.
brain to break because she might get all like murder she wrote up in there.
Right?
Oh man. Yeah, the way she pushed Jamie, like
It's violent.
that was
That's
like she
violent.
had true hatred in her face and in her
Well,
heart.
she said it's because of the narcolepsy. She needed to feel safe or something.
What? I don't remember that part. That was
She says like, it's because I my narcolepsy. I just need to get away from you so I can feel safe because I might fall asleep at any moment.
So that
who
was why
would
she was
want to
violent.
who
I
would
don't
want
know.
to be around Chris? She seems like one of the like a terrible person, like somebody who would drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Like when you first meet her, you think she's probably like a nice, normal, good person. And like
Hmm.
slowly these little things start dropping
Yeah.
and you just see how more and more crazy she is. But she like, you know, you're like in too deep after a while because you noticed it too little,
Hmm.
too late. Next, you know, she's
Well,
sleeping next to you with a knife under her pillow.
but you know what though, Chris? Like she was, all her excuses, she was good because it ended like ambiguous. Like a lot of people were still on Jamie's, were against Jamie. Debbie was like all about like hating on Jamie.
I know. What was up with that? What was up with
Well,
Debbie?
because Debbie got scammed, so that's what she
Yeah.
thinks.
She
Jamie's a
thinks all
scammer.
of them are scammers.
Yeah, well, she's an old lady now, so that's probably why. Nothing happened with Debbie and Usama. It was just,
I kind of wish it did.
I know, right? But there was nothing else to talk about. But we could talk about like let's talk about Jen and Rishi real quick. The only thing that happened between them was like uh Rishi's mom came on and she reiterated that Jen is too old. And she said it like hella times. And then Jen like was pissed. She was like, how could she say that so many times? And she was livid. And she called Rishi afterwards. She was crying. And she was like, you know what? F her. F her. Was saying that. When I was thinking, I was like, man, you just own it. You are very
Yeah.
much older than him. It's okay. Let go.
Yeah, there's nothing that she could do
Yeah.
about that. She's
Yeah.
old.
And
People will bring it up.
exactly. And the difference between Rishi's mom and Sumit's mom is that Rishi's mom delivered it with a smile on her face for some reason. She's like, yeah, she's really old. She's very too much old for my son. Yeah.
No,
I
yes,
like
yes.
her.
They're like, it's this is a fact. This is a fact. In Indian culture, we smile a lot too, even when we're delivering, news that might be hurtful. We are
Yeah.
smiling and we will tell you the truth. You old. You
You're
old white lady.
too old for my son. Very
Yes.
old.
Mhm.
How many more times can I say old? I will say it many more times.
So
Is
what do
Jen
you
the
think?
same age as Angela?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I think Angela's
Yeah.
52.
What? Well, Angela has smoker face. That's why.
Yeah.
Mm. Damn, really? That's crazy.
And Jen has had some work done. Well, I guess Angela has work done too. But
But only
no,
recently. Angela only
yeah,
recently. Like Jen already had work done when she got on the show.
yeah, that's true. We get to see Angela's real face for a
Yeah,
long time.
before. Yes.
um, yeah, and then freaking Jen, it started out really good at the beginning of the tell all that she was like, oh, it's over. But now, even after all of this, she's still like, well, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna be together. I don't know. So you're
Trying to
never
keep
gonna
her
learn your
options
lesson,
open
man.
for coming back next season.
After all that, you're still gonna be like, oh, I don't know. I mean, his mom says I keep saying I'm old, but I don't know. He's gonna have to do a lot. But your friends came out and already said all the stuff that Rishi did. Like, you still don't want to let it go. It's hard to feel bad for her. She's gonna get called old many more times, and I'm not. I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah. At that point, I kind of want her to be told that she's old because she's asking for it.
I know.
So she's gonna be like, she's not gonna take it as like kind-hearted as Jenny did though. So do you think the mom is gonna make her start cleaning and doing all this stuff like the way they did to Jenny?
No, there's no way. I feel like Jen has less patience than Jenny. Jenny put up with a lot.
Yes. Poor Jenny.
She put up a 10
And,
years.
yeah. And Jenny's like, yeah, I am old. It's true.
Yeah. That's right. And I wanna be left alone. If my house is dirty, it's dirty. No, it is what it is. It is.
That's a
what
real
it
old
is.
lady thing to say.
Yeah. She got old lady tendencies and she's okay with it.
Yes, that's right. And she's okay with it. What do you think got Jen worked up? Because it seemed like it didn't bother her initially. And it's like the cast members, the other people started talking to her, and she's like, yeah, she did mention I was old. She kept saying I was old. And she didn't even do anything about it.
She's too influenced by other people, right? She couldn't
Yeah.
like make any decisions about anything until her friends got to India. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like she's like kind of influenced by other people, like riled up by them.
What do you think about Rishi crying so much?
I think
He's a bitch.
I do think that he really does love her, but yeah, I mean, you're actually hurting her by trying to hold on because your culture and her culture is not like it's not meshing. So you just need to let it go, Rishi.
Not only that, like, he won't even accommodate the things that she's asking for.
That's true. He does do some like straight up stuff that would like make somebody insane, where she's like, literally say the words to your mom, this is my fiance, and he will literally not say the words. He'll say some other kind of words and be like, he'll dance around it. He's like, I did say it, it's the same thing.
I love that the translator like just busted him out. It's like, that's not what he said.
It's like, no, literally say the words engaged, but he won't do it.
He was super
They're
mad when
engaged
she
in
said
spirit.
Yeah.
They're engaged in spirit.
Mm.
Yeah, or like how one moment, like to the camera, he's like, "No, I will not pick her over my family. I will not. I will pick my family first." And then Jen is like, "Well, you just said in the camera that you would pick your family first. So is it me or is it? I will pick you, Jen. I will pick you." It's like, wait, so what is it? Is it them or is it me?
Yeah, he's
Nobody.
really trying to have it all.
It's Rishi. Rishi's the true answer. He's gonna pick Rishi every
Just
time.
like submit. They're like good with their words. They're good at going
Yeah.
in circles, beating around the bush.
Mhm.
Wow, this is a talent that I thought only Submit had, but it turned out no.
But he's not a lovable idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not as lovable as Submit. Because Submit feels more genuine. I don't know. Why is that? Because he's been with her for 10 years, I guess.
Yeah. That is true.
And I could truly see him being faithful to Jen. Like I could see a bunch of people being in his DMs and him not replying to it. I guess that's why, yeah, because that's why Rishi seems not as genuine because he's like a quote unquote model. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, and then what about like everybody in the town saying that he's not good husband material? Do you think that was true? Do you think they
How
actually
would
said
they
that
know?
to them?
Did they sleep with him?
Yeah, that's the only means of a good husband.
That's right.
Excuse me, are you good in the sack? Okay.
He's good at carrying sex.
Maybe he's a playboy.
Well, yeah. Maybe that is what they were trying to say.
I mean, that's very obvious.
Mm.
Hmm.
I think that was it for them. And who else? Was there any other couple? Oh, we gotta go with Danielle.
Danielle?
Mm.
They're
Oh
getting
yeah.
divorced.
Oh yes. I'm like so confused.
Did you forget who Danielle was?
Yeah. I was like, Danielle, who the hell is Danielle? I was like, is that from another season? Who did Danielle? Brain, recall. Everybody, it's 10:30. Okay, 10:30 at night. very rough
He
and
put in
long
a long day
day.
at work.
That's right. And
Mhm.
long day with the children. But I'm still
Mhm.
here dishing the dirt. Okay, no. Um, okay, yeah, so Danielle and Johan. I'm confused because on one hand, Danielle acts like everything is normal and fine. And then on the other hand, Johan is like, no, we're done. Yeah, I don't see her the same anymore after that whole incident with her ex-boyfriend. And I told her she was gonna pay. She was gonna pay the price. And who was it Jen who was like, I don't like that. You see, I don't like that. I don't like how he's saying like, oh no, it wasn't Jen, it was the commentators.
Mhm.
When the girl was saying like, I don't like how you kept telling her, oh, wait and see, don't worry, if you do this, you're gonna wait and see the consequences. If you go ahead and meet up with him, you're gonna wait and see the consequences. So I don't know, I was on Johan's side on this. Like, you have to make sacrifices in your marriage. It doesn't, I mean, I don't know, it's hard. What do you guys think? If your
I
ex was your friend?
I agree with
Yes,
Johan.
be their friend, but like also, I mean, know the line, right? I guess. If he's
Mhm.
really saying he's not comfortable with it, like maybe not at that moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Maybe
agree
just
with
talk on the phone.
yeah, I agree with Johan. Like that's his culture and you need to respect his perspective and you can try to meet in the middle. But instead of meeting in the middle, Danielle always reframes it as like, oh, he wants to keep me down or like he just wants me to do every single thing that he says. But she also doesn't compromise herself and just does whatever she wants.
Yeah, she does whatever she wants. So think about Danielle is that she's also one of those like, just like Chris, that you don't know that she's really crazy until
Mhm.
you're in too deep. I think that's the same for Danielle. Although not as obvious as Chris, but like initially, like when you see her talking and the her opinions that she throws out on the other couples, they all make sense and they sound good. And you hear her talking and she sounds smart, but the decisions she makes and the things she does is very unreasonable.
Mhm.
And also when you find out that she owes like $200,000 in like traffic tickets or something, you're like, okay, so she's like, she makes very bad choices, even though she seems like she has everything all together. She's like um, a New York swindler.
Grifter. Yeah, grifter.
Yes. So on her end, she's like, yeah, I should be able to be friends with whoever I want. Why he's been my friend for a long time. He's trying to control me. Johan's trying to control me. And then when Johan meets her friend, she starts bawling, like, you're trying to humiliate me. You're trying to, oh, my life is for you. My life, mi vida es por ti. Por ti. Todo para ti. And
So
it's like, what?
dramatic.
Yes, I know. And I was like, what the hell? If that was the case, then why are you going crazy to meet your friend when you know how strongly he feels about it? If your whole life is for him.
Guess not all of it.
Right. So
Mm.
even the commenters, they used to be exes. Even they said when they were dating certain people, they would tell they would tell the other, um, my boyfriend is not okay with us being friends right now. It's not okay with us talking. So, well, let's just like meet up later, meet up some other time. Let's take a step back for now. And like, yes, exactly. Like you have to respect the other person and their feelings about it.
Mhm.
So, well, and also Johan said that he had bad experiences too with his previous relationships.
Mhm.
So, and that's like another factor that's coloring his point of view.
Do you think that they're gonna stay together?
Hope not.
I don't think so. No,
Johan wants to be free.
I think
Yeah.
Let him be
so.
free.
He probably has lots of people in his DMs, and he's like, why do I have to put up with this? And I
Mhm.
truly believe that when he said he sees her differently, I truly believe that that is the case.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Especially considering that he's a religious type and all of that. I don't know.
Mhm.
I feel like, yep. Once
Yeah.
that line has been crossed, it's done.
I agree. How do we feel of the season as a whole?
Yeah, it's like a 5 for me.
Yeah,
Out of
I
10.
agree.
Really? I give it a little bit more than that. I give it like a 6.5.
Yeah.
I just feel like it was missing something. I feel like,
Yeah, like, if you think about the other way from like just last season, that was action packed.
Yeah. Oh, because of
yeah,
Jasmine being Loca. But they
No,
were
no, that's
like a
before 90 days. The other way.
oh, the other okay.
It
Who was
had
in that one?
Jenny and Sumit.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Kenny and
It
Armando.
had the Black Widow.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Immediately memorable.
They
We're
had
not gonna
gold.
That's
remember
That's
these
true. I
people
could
next month.
comedy
that's true.
gold.
That's true.
The jewels in those episodes.
I mean, this season it started off on a high. It started
Yeah.
like they had Debbie, they had Chris and Jamie, and it seemed
Mm,
like it was going to be really good. And you're right, it did kind of. Although Debbie did deliver, but it seemed
mm.
like their time together only lasted 2 days.
Yeah, it
We
was
should
like a
Yeah.
take
day.
it.
And they had to cut that to like 15 episodes.
Yes.
That's true.
All of that happened in 2 days. The whole like riding the camel, going to the
Going to the
coffee
coffee shop.
shop,
Yeah.
Yeah, they just made them
meeting the
change.
parents. Wow, all of that was so good. So good. Oh man.
All right. Well, thank you to everybody who gives a 5-star review. Really appreciate it. If you haven't left a review, please do so in our podcast app you use. It really helps us keep creating the podcast. We'll be back to go over next week's episode of 90 Day Fiance. Before the 90 days, we're going to start there. And thank you, Jen. Thank you, B. Anything else?
That's it.
Bye.